Nice,
I wasn't
right?
going live.
Silky?
That makes things a little.
I got stuff for you if you want it.
Now we're good?
Did you get any hookah stuff?
We're live.
All right, now we're live. All right.
Hello, people.
We're back. We almost forgot it was October, so luckily.
Yeah, we barely pulled this one together.
Dude, there's people who wait their whole lives for this.
I can't believe it's first Thursday and it's like the 12th? What day is it?
The 7th. It's
Yeah,
the 7th.
there's math. You get a fruit fly?
I'm
No.
trying to. Where is
It's
he
gone.
coming from?
I don't know. Megan's not here today, so she had prior commitments.
Basically, the Robin that if you listen to our podcast at all, the one we say hi ma at the end, she's coming in town. She'll be here tomorrow. So Megan is doing some last minute errands, making sure the refrigerator is stocked up, making sure that
Wow.
I'm coming over.
God, this close to Robbie is so handsome. You don't know.
Yeah,
Like
so-
some people you get close to and you're like,
Dude, if you're not careful with this mustache, it'll give you a
tickle.
little tickle.
Yes, tickle.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad that there's a divider.
It's good that this is live.
Well, I spent all weekend with Jarrett this past weekend.
It's
which is
true. We
great.
bonded.
We did. For life.
I like that now.
For life?
For life.
Yeah.
Like I promised Jarrett that I was like, look, from now on, I'll take care of you.
Well, what'd you guys do?
Well, we ran the wine glass together, but more importantly, we've been running around the same paces and around the same area, except for at Falmouth when you scorched my ass. But other than that, our long runs and stuff. So we decided to work together to do the wine glass marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a plan. We went out at a conservative pace. You helped me stay a little more conservative than maybe I would have, which ended up putting me in a good spot for doing well for the day.
Cool.
So,
Sorry, we're going to be trying to catch fruit flies this whole time.
yeah. And we have no fruit
Yeah,
here, which is the weird part.
Um,
They're just going for the ambiance.
Okay, so by the way, if you're joining the show, please ask any questions that you may have regarding shoes, gear, racing, life. We're very good at giving terrible life advice.
Yeah.
I think we could give some pretty good life advice.
Maybe.
I mean, look where we are.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're in a good spot.
But you guys had a pretty good race, so I know we talked about it on the podcast. It's coming out tomorrow, but
Yeah, check out the Drop podcast. That'll be out tomorrow.
we should have brought some Evil Twin brews on the show.
I tried to see it. They didn't have any there. But our guest this week is the guy who started Evil Twin Brewing in now Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And Robbie, do you want to try to say his name other than Yeppy?
It was Jeppe Yarnit, and then I'm not Björksa.
I think that was really
It
close.
was pretty close.
Like, if I showed you the spelling of this name as an American who only knows one language, and I know a little bit of Spanish I can sprinkle in here and there, mostly like the Buenos Dias and that kind of stuff.
Gracias.
Yeah, I know the difference between Buenos Dias and Buenos Tardes and Buenas Noches. But he came on, but if you see his name, it would baffle most.
Yeah, I mean, it
Most
has
Americans.
letters that aren't in the American vernacular.
Like the O with a slash.
Mhm. Which apparently just OE.
OE.
Anyways,
Po.
so yeah, he's the founder of Evil Twin Brewing. Their beers are legit,
Well, yeah, I mean, was this just a salad hour conversation about
Yeah.
beer?
Did you say salad hour?
Salad.
Okay.
There
was no salad.
I think it was sour beers.
Sour hour?
Yeah,
Ooh.
we talked to him about beer and running because he's like super fast runner too.
Yeah, you sent me, I guess I looked him up after you told me that you were interviewing him, and that was kind of a crazy... I feel like that's like my two worlds coming together of beer and running, and...
What's crazy is that he doesn't really drink that much because he was like, that's the whole reason he started running.
He's more of a... It was interesting for me because we don't talk to a lot of people that are casual runners that do track events.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not someone who's doing marathons. He's doing short distance. Like the 800 is his thing.
Really?
So he's doing... In New York, they have more like underground track stuff. And so he's doing a lot of stuff with the like track clubs where they actually have meets that are...
Like Tracksmith has these like Twilight 5Ks in New York City.
I think Kafuzi did one of those.
Okay.
And I even think Ben did one. So I think they do them all over the place. So
Maybe
Ben's in Minneapolis.
Maybe we should have some Believe the Run.
Yeah, I guess that's
We
kind
got
of...
a beer mile
yeah.
coming up.
Oh yeah. There is a beer mile. What December Wait, when is it?
It's this month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's coming up. It's on a Sunday this month. So if you're in the Baltimore area and you want to get ridiculous, it's going to be a beer mile, and we're calling it a whiskey Bach because the woman that requested that we do the beer mile, her last name is Bach.
I like that.
So we were like, all right, let's add a twist to it, which will be once you finish your mile, you have to slam a shot of whiskey.
I like that. That's a pretty good twist to it.
Robbie's not going home to the kids that day.
I might not be here if it's next week. Is it next weekend? Oh man, that would suck.
It might be.
All right,
I think it was like the 19th or something. I can tell you by looking up. You continue to talk,
All right.
and I'll do research.
Yeah, we got some shoes to talk about. It's kind of a dry spell in shoes right now. There will be more coming, but we have a few that we can cover.
I don't know. It seems like a dry, wet spell because we got a bunch of on shoes. We got what was the other shoes that we got?
Do we get?
I felt like I got something else.
A bunch of Deckers shoes.
Yeah, the
but they're
Deckers.
not-
Those aren't running.
But there's not running. Yeah, some random shoes. Brandon, should we go into shoes or should we talk about see if there's any questions?
Oh, you know what I do want to tell people?
What?
Okay, so when we were up at Wineglass, a lot of people came up and were like, "Hey, we love the show." Like, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We
And-
ran with people who
that like
also.
we're running like 20 miles in. The guy's like, "Hey, by the way, like, we love. By the way, you're never bothering us. So if you see us someplace and we're out and you want to say hi or whatever, say hi because we get a kick out of it, and we're not going to be like all nonchalant. Oh, hey, you know,
Yeah, if anything, we might be caught a little off guard.
Yeah, we love
Like,
it.
why are you talking to me?
Yeah,
like,
me.
"Whoa."
I don't know. Hold on. I think. Are you?
Yeah, there has to be somebody better to talk
It's the
to.
best. So if that's the case, feel free to hit us up, say hello. We doesn't have to even be a long conversation. Just be like hi,
Yeah.
be like hey, and
Buy us a beer.
yeah, or yeah.
So, go ahead, Brandon.
Okay, the Whiskey Bach is
Oh.
October 17th.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here.
That's next week, and
You'll be here.
uh-huh.
You gonna do it? Let's do it.
I'll see if
We
I'm
can pace
busy.
each other.
I'm gonna be.
No, dude, I might be.
I'm gonna be in the Bahamas. Peace out, y'all.
I think I'd rather be in the Bahamas.
I'm super. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you finish the whiskey Bach, you're not gonna remember that.
I won't
you're
remember
upset.
that I'm not in the Bahamas.
All right. So we could talk about some shoes. Should we answer any questions or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Afternoon, gentlemen. Any chance of a Believe in the Run Faster Bastards merch collaboration? Money raised can go toward post-run beers.
I mean, it's interesting.
That's a you question.
I mean, since I do the gear for Faster Passes and I do the gear for Believe in the Run, I'd have to twist my own arm to do it. We've tried to keep them kind of separate because really the Faster Bastards really is our Baltimore crew that we love, and it's not like a enterprise or business. It's just a bunch of ragtag
Yeah, it's just like a
people that
yeah.
like to run together. There's no dues. There's no anything. As a matter of fact, if you're ever in Baltimore, you can just come to one of our runs. There's no you don't
Yeah.
need permission or
Even the gear is just
Anything.
like you charge. Like even the gear that you make, it's like you just sell it for.
yeah,
Yeah.
for cost. So yeah, I don't know, but maybe if it progresses and people want it, and the Faster Bastards who we run with seem like it's something they'd want, then yeah, possibly.
We are doing a holiday 5K that's gonna start here, right?
Yes,
You
the
think-
Faster Bastards Holiday 5K that will be at our headquarters here in Baltimore. So
What's that date? Saturday, December. It's like December 17th. It's like Saturday. Does that sound right?
yeah, I have to look it up again. Look at that. I know. I do these things.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does sound right. But I can pull that up real quick.
That's gonna be a fun time.
All right. So here's what's going on actually for
Okay.
Faster Bastards. So we have the beer mile with the Whiskey Bach, which is October 17th, which is next Sunday, a week from this Sunday. Then we're going to have the Faster Bastard 8-hour TFMS Oregon Trail Sufferfest, which is basically how many loops at Oregon Ridge you can do in 8 hours. Winner take all. It was so much fun last
was
year
so
when
much
there was
fun.
no races.
Yeah.
This year it's pushed back a little bit to December 4th, so it's going to be a little bit colder probably, so I don't know how fun the parking lot's going to be like it was the last time. but we had to move it because last year we did it because there was no events going on.
All right.
This year we got to work it around people's marathons. As a matter of fact, I think Brandon is running a marathon the weekend before that, and that's why I moved it to this date. And I don't know, Jared, I'm thinking I want to reload and possibly run that marathon. Think about it.
Okay.
So that would be
And then-
3 marathons this year, which would be pretty fun.
Wow.
And then finally, the Faster Bastards Holiday 5K, possibly sponsored by a brand. It's day drinking.
Will be.
Yeah. It's humbugging. It's all that stuff. December. Can you read the date?
I can. It's
What's
2
it
days
say?
before my birthday,
What's your birthday?
December 20th.
So it's December 18th. Bring Jarrett a Hanukkah present.
Yeah.
Birthday present. That works
Yeah.
too.
Birthday present. But that's going to be here at the headquarters. We're most likely going to have some food and some drink and some shoe try-ons.
That's going to be one of those good days.
Yeah. And
I mean, they're all going to be good days, but especially when you have the Faster Bastards holiday 5Ks are my favorites.
they're really good. And this year we already know what the course will be because we'll use the same course that we used for the
Opening party?
basically the Believe in the Run course.
Cool.
Do we have this as is it set as a
Strava
Strava segment?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so there's the-
Although, I think they shortcutted it at our office opening party.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah.
All right, what other questions do we got?
Okay. It's saying,
And say their name.
Oh, yeah.
sure. Dash says, what are some good running shorts?
Ah.
I
That's a
mean,
good question.
you know what my favorite is.
Yeah, same as mine.
Lululemon Surge.
Lululemon Surge, and he cuts out the liner and puts on like tights underneath.
Under Armour compression shorts.
Tights. And then Robbie and I both like the Tracksmith Van Cortlandt.
Yeah. That's the Van Cortlandt.
You also like the one that's a little bit longer.
I like the Van Cortlandt Grand. Timeout. Ambulance come.
Ambulance.
Fire truck.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
come on, dude.
move your butt. MTA.
That's the thing I love about Baltimore is
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody moves.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bye.
What length are those?
So the Van Cortlandt Grand is the 4-inch one, and that's my favorite.
Wait,
one.
is the Van Cortlandt 3-inch?
Yeah, the
So
normal
that's-
Van Cortlandt is 3-inch.
That's out of my range.
I maybe should try the Grand. I've never tried it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3-inch. I
Also,
know
what's
the
the other
Grand
one that
isn't.
I like?
The Grand isn't split on the side either. Like it doesn't have a.
Yeah, I
scallop.
don't like this split.
No, not split, but scallop. It's just.
Oh, it's
like
just straight. I'll have to try that. And then the other one I do like the other Tracksmith short that is, I think it's around 4 to 5 inches.
Oh, I don't like that. I know what you're talking about. I don't like that short.
Okay, so we'll stay with Van Cortlandt.
I'm a 5-inch short kind of guy.
I tried, Ben
Those
Johnson.
The
I bought
Nike.
the Nikes just because Ben Johnson wears those all the time. And I was like, maybe these will be my marathon.
You know,
pants.
I do, and I have been wearing the Path Project stuff a lot lately. I know, like, you're not. I wasn't super into it at first, like with the liner and then the short system, but I've been wearing them. more.
My problem with those is I don't do as much trail running,
Yeah.
and I feel like when you're running in the summer in the shorts and you're sweating on the road,
Yeah.
sometimes there's just too much fabric between the
Yeah, I get it.
putting the liner on and then putting the short on. The Van Cortlandt to me it's real simple.
Oh, it's the best.
I grab it, it's light, it's short.
And
I do like the Path though for not running.
Oh, for casual wear, it's the best short.
Not that I don't like it for running because it does work well for running, but I find myself using those as like a casual short.
Yeah. My all-time favorite, which I try to mention every time, is the North Face Better Than Naked. Which
And didn't you get news that there's something special coming?
supposedly in this spring they might be bringing it.
You're not the
back, or
only
variation
person.
of
There's
it.
a lot of people who
It's
love
weird.
those.
It's crazy how many people
I
mention
see that
it.
come up a lot.
Yeah.
I had those and I was like, I don't. What's the
I
noise?
still wear them like once a week, like all the time.
Hmm.
I wore them on the trail run last weekend.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, I mean,
What happened to you on the trail last weekend?
Yeah, so I was trying to take video for Believe in the Run for the Norda 001 trail shoe review, and I was basically there was like a dip in the trail, and I was looking at the camera instead of my footing, and just rolled it the whole way.
Robbie
I mean,
rolls.
I was on the ground though, like it was like next thing I know, I was just like on the ground. And
Robbie rolls his ankle, I'm pretty sure, like every other run. I've seen you roll your ankle
It's
terribly.
frequent.
Currently it looks like it's trying out for the Nutty Professor 3.
It's true. And then
Or like, what about that movie with Will Smith when he's on the date with a girl and he eats the shellfish?
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But then I'm laying, like, I looked at the camera footage. It's all black. I'm laying on the ground. And I'm just like, it's like the Peter Griffin thing where he's just like, like for a minute straight.
That's the B-roll.
Matt Kaczarski thought I was dead because he like looked back and I'm just like laying on my side. Like he's just like, what happened?
Were you more angry at yourself or in pain?
I was definitely angry with myself. I mean, it was painful.
Yeah, but sometimes you feel the pain, you go down, and then you're just like, man,
Yeah.
why am I so dumb that I'm twisting my
Well,
ankle?
Matt was like, I know you're more mad that you got that doo-doo stain on your Norda shoe. And I was like,
It does look like a doo-doo stain,
it
too.
did make me more mad.
And the crazy thing is, has a Dyneema upper, so that fabric will never die, so he will have doo-doo for life.
It's not going to die, and it's probably not going to get clean.
I actually like it like this way. It's going to make it to our Instagram photos of trash shoes, so you keep working on it.
Oh, by the way, I should say, like, I actually love this shoe. There isn't much support around the ankle, but I don't think that's why. Like, I rolled
No.
it.
You got weak ankles.
Women in a dip.
My ankles are terrible. I roll them all the time. But I was surprised, like, and Matt liked it a lot too, at how well it performs. It's kind of like
I'm wearing a different model right now.
it's a speed goatish like feel and vibe, I would say. More durable.
This is what they look like when they're fresh.
Yeah.
Without doo-doo?
So I don't know how
I like it.
is it coming up?
You have the.
So I have the
yeah.
gum sole. He has the special edition Hudson Hawk.
This is a Cooper's Hawk. But
Cooper's
close.
Hawk. Hudson Hawk was something else.
This is a CLA edition, but yeah.
Yeah. So this one has same midsole, same outsole, just different color. Dyneema upper,
It's
gum bottom. I really like the
Good.
I
bottom.
like the gum. I like
Yeah,
the gum
stuff.
bottom. This is like a classic.
It's nice, yeah,
Yeah.
for
It's
sure.
clean.
I think you know what? Why don't you try it on for the wide fan? But I think it's gonna be too narrow for you.
I need
Yeah,
that.
it is a little bit. Anyways, what other questions we got?
Oh, and I'm wearing the hat that goes with it. Look at this.
Oh yeah, so that's the
Pop.
Norda.
It's the Norda CLA hat, and look what? Show them your shoe. The yellow it matches, and it has the same topographical.
And you have
stuff
to
as
work
that
40 hours
I
to
know.
afford both.
Yeah,
of them.
right?
one. Yeah, yeah. It is ridiculously expensive. This hat would retail in the U.S. for what? 90 or 80?
$90,
$90.
Normally a CLA hat's like what, 40? 45?
45. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. This makes the Believe in the Run cap seem very
You
affordable.
can get
Shop
multiple.
links in the description.
I know we're sold out of ours.
Are we?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the new one. The new. Since you're here live, I'll give you a little bit of insider information. We're gonna have 2 new hats coming. They'll be here a couple weeks, but one is very similar to our regular, the speed cap that we normally get, soft, moldable. It's very much
It's
like this.
very spooky looking.
No, that one.
Oh,
Is,
that's
this
good.
one is very
Oh, it's true.
mellow, and then we've got one that's a trail hat that I think you're gonna like because it's a fit that
Oh yeah,
you're gonna like. It's actually called the trail
sweet.
version, but I designed it for the roads.
Cool. All right, questions.
All right, we do have some questions. Andrew says, can you recommend a good winter road daily trainer looking for a good grip in wet weather, not worried about being waterproof?
Yeah, we don't really love waterproof shoes.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I mean, who has the best grip right now? I think Puma has a great grip.
That true.
I think,
Puma has the best grip.
Puma.
yeah, Asics is pretty good.
Ace Trip, not bad.
Nike probably the worst.
Well, not but
oh, I
not
think
that Roach. The Pegasus is
the
decent.
Pegasus, but this I don't think the Skechers is really good, even with
The
the.
Skechers a great winter
Goodyear.
shoe, not a great grip. Like
Yeah.
even it has the Goodyear pods.
It doesn't seem to
I'm
have the
thinking
same grip as some of the other ones. What else do we like right now?
I mean, I don't have any issue with the New Balance outsoles in the rain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
I
general.
think when I think of outsoles and like being amazing, the only one I really think of is that Puma grip.
the Puma grip is definitely the best. Like
you ran this one on the road.
I did actually,
And I don't know if people can see how much traction is on this. It's insane. I would definitely, like, when it gets to slushy time, and we have to run through. I typically will take a shoe with some good grip like this, like a Vibram outsole with the knobs like this one has. If it's that day where it snowed and then the snow is kind of melting and you get that slush, soft, wet stuff, I'll use sometimes a trail shoe. But I have to say, I'm like thinking about what I ran in last winter, and I probably felt the most confident in the Puma shoes in the winter with a grip.
I would say definitely no Hoka shoes.
Yeah.
They're. I remember one day it was like kind of icy and I tried to go out in the Rahi. I thought I was gonna die. It was terrible.
And
All right.
In your guys' opinion, best trainer and tempo shoe for a high school runner?
Oh, so does price matter?
Oh,
And what's
yeah,
the
probably
name of the
question.
person who's asking?
Oh, Oliver.
Oliver's asking this. I mean, we just reviewed several shoes that were pretty nice and a good price point.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Robbie. You
I
know
mean,
the
I
most.
feel like the Puma Liberate Nitro would be a great shoe. It's $110.
What about Atreyu?
Or the Atreyu,
The speed.
this Endorphin Speed.
What about
Yeah.
That's
But
Brooks
if-
six,
Brooks
dude.
Rival?
If Brooks Rebels,
Rebel.
it's yeah. I would say Atreyu. The Puma Liberate for if you're talking about price point and performance. It's hard to beat for $110
Yeah.
as a tempo shoe.
Is the Liberate the? Yeah,
That's the really like
yeah, I
slim,
like that one.
like
I get
yeah.
that one confused with is it the Velocity?
Yeah, they're all.
So we're
They
staying
all
away
look
from
the
our
same.
traditional peg, ghost.
No, he's
For a
talking about a
tempo
tempo
shoe- for a
shoe.
tempo shoe.
And I'd say
Daily trainer and tempo, yeah.
the Rebel. Like if you're a light Oliver, I don't know how big you are,
Yeah.
but if you're in high school, you're probably not that huge. And the Rebel has enough cushioning and has fast turnover, great feel underfoot.
New Balance.
Oh, you know what else?
New
I'm gonna
Balance
throw
Rebel.
one other in there. One of mine that's gonna be the dark horse. I think that we should do like best three when we go, but I'm gonna say the Rincon 3 for a budget shoe is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's 110,
115. Yeah.
115. The Rincon 3, I
Yeah,
like
it
it.
could work.
It comes with some fun colors. Did this fit on your foot?
It kind of
Actually-
did, yeah, it didn't feel bad. I want to try, the Rincon 3 and wide.
You're getting it. The Rincon 3 is my go-to sprained ankle shoe. So that's what I ran in this morning. If I have,
Do you just feel it's more forgiving?
well, it's it's it has some cushion, but it's also light, so I don't feel like I'm dragging around a heavy shoe. So
I would throw in a dark horse again. It doesn't get talked about much, but the Propel 2 at $100.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
I
That's
mean,
true. That's a good
okay.
call.
I think it's just it's solid, but no one really talks about it because there's like
It's
I
not
think
as
that-
sexy as some of the other ones.
Yeah, there's a step up at like
Hey,
$30 more.
Can I throw something out to the audience? It's time for me to have a second beer. I could go back and have another Guava Goose or a Sam Adams. Or no, what do we have?
Fat
The
Tire.
Fat Tire. You tell me what I should have next.
okay, I'll
So,
wait. 'cause
yeah,
I'll
wait.
get another beer.
And then you can also pick for Robbie.
Is there another? Did you
Yeah.
guys see? Oh, okay.
It's a 4-pack, but there's either this Goes.
Goosey?
Is it
It's
Goosey?
just Gosa.
Gosa?
Ghost. Yeah.
Okay, or a Fat Tire. We don't have the bottle on the table anymore.
Fat Tire's like my fall vibes, like steady drinking.
It's his Cotopaxi beer.
It's a good
Yeah.
comparison.
All right, so let us know. Somebody please tell me. Yeah.
Any comments yet on the beer? Because I need
Fat
one.
Tire.
Fat Tire it is.
Fat
2
Tire.
Fat Tires, Robbie.
Do you need a glass? Or good?
Yeah, and Robbie, you can have that. No, I'll just
Yeah, I
refill
want
this one.
Fat Tire.
Might as well make it.
No, but I'm
Uh,
saying, do you want us to save that one for you?
What's that?
Never mind. Just
Nick Sanchez says, "What's up?"
Oh,
He's like, editing the drop pod before an exam right now. Chat, stay tuned tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Nick.
nice. Thanks,
I
Nick.
got the bottle opener.
Okay, cool. What's the shoe this year where the hype didn't match the substance? Nike Invincible and Saucony Endorphin Trail up there for me.
Oh, those both. Oh my gosh.
Hasn't nailed the
Dude, you
mark.
read our minds.
I do. Well,
You read my mind. The Invincible had to be the most overhyped.
here's the thing though. I know people running it. I
know.
just don't think it worked for a bit. I actually am gonna say, I might say the Adidas Boston, the new one.
I've heard people that absolutely love it.
I don't hate the.
I think that once you buy it, you are committed to loving it, and I think, and this is gonna sound a little bit douchebaggery, but if you try a lot of shoes, you actually get it running a bunch of different shoes. You wouldn't pick after we were done with the runs, I was like, mate, I kind of liked it sometimes. I ran it after we were done reviewing it, and I was like, nah, this one's a casual shoe.
I love wearing the Boston around, actually.
Yeah,
They
to wear.
They
Cheers,
made
guys.
that in white. I wanted to try it.
I would
That's
say,
like
I mean, the
one-
trail, the endorphin trail has to be one of the big, maybe the biggest bust of 2021, if only for the fact that they recalled the entire line because it was falling apart, like the glue and the outsole. And
Really? I had no idea they did
The shoe
that.
just
They recalled the whole
it was
shoe.
heavy. It was falling apart. I would also throw. I hate to throw my boys at New Balance under the bus, but the Lorado, man. That I even put that
Is that
on.
this year?
It came to work in that shoe
They
today.
just came out with another colorway. It doesn't look as bad.
I don't care, man. They were like, you like the Kinsei, but you don't like the Lorado, and I was like, I'll put them both back on. I put the Lorado back on, and I was like, this is not a running shoe. It's heavy for like a daily walking around shoe.
I'm so
It just
curious
doesn't do it
if
for me.
you're like a little jaded by these like real good shoes. Where, for example, if you got the 880, would you be like that excited?
No,
about it?
sometimes when we get a nice daily trainer that just feels good and smooth, that doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, it's just, I actually prefer that. But they make reviews really hard. When you make a really nice daily trainer that's not exciting, but it's just like nice fitting upper, solid, one piece midsole, rubber outsole, they work, and you're like, these were why aren't shoe companies just putting these out all the time?
It's true.
But they're boring as far as trying to review, because 880, what do I say about it?
They're the worst reviews to
Dude, I
edit.
said- I tell people,
I
I'm
don't know
like,
what to tell you. It works.
this is the
different.
safest shoe that you could possibly buy. It just works.
Yeah.
Nothing is super exciting
Same
about
with
it.
the Brooks Ghost.
Yeah.
Plays, or is that the Ghost? Yeah.
I was kind of bummed with,
go
in terms of a hyped shoe, that I wanted the next iteration to be just even a step better. I love it. It's just the same thing.
I'm okay with it though.
I know, I'm okay with it, but like, you know, the two,
Yeah.
right? You kind of want like more, I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I love this
You're
show.
probably gonna say what I'll let
Go
you
ahead.
say it. Go ahead, and I'm gonna say probably the same
No,
thing.
you say it because I don't know.
What I was gonna say was, we all complain when they ruin a shoe,
Yeah, I know. But never be happy. I get it.
and we're always like Turbo 2, for example.
Yeah.
We're like, the Turbo 2 is a perfect shoe, and then Nike.
Just didn't make it again.
Yeah, I mean, the Tempo Next Percent was supposed to be the replacement. A lot of people love the Tempo Next Percent. As a matter of fact, Yeppy like the Tempo Next Percent. Yeah. I like that shoe a lot. It takes some getting used to, and you also have to have a faster turnover to enjoy that shoe. But the Turbo was like a really good shoe once you got to like it, and Nike just gets rid of it, and we're like, okay, it's gone. The weird thing is, they are still kind of, you can still get Turbo 2s, and people are like, oh, they didn't come out with a Turbo 2 or anything. I'm like, you can still get it.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, no, I feel you.
All right. Hi, loved your review on shoes for wide feet. Any other recommendations for racing shoes? New Balance RCLE2 looks good in my view.
I just did a whole marathon in that shoe.
in the normal width.
In the normal width. And
This
I
is
was
by
at...
Win. Win is also saying this.
How did I win?
Hey, Win.
I was actually, it started raining before the race, and I was really concerned about that because we never did long runs in the rain. They were dry this entire time, which is kind of surprising. But I was panicking on the inside that I was gonna have like terrible blisters and everything like that at the end of the race. And
You were squishy as hell.
yeah, they were
Like
they were
I
rivaling.
don't know what was going on with your socks and the shoe coming in, but you're like,
This is coming from
The
the
whole-
Alpha Fly, the loudest shoe on
it's
the
loud,
market.
but it wasn't like you hear the Alpha Fly, it's like coom, 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 and this was like.
That was all right. YouTube's gonna ban our video now.
We're screwed.
Yeah. I loved it so much. And I
26
know-
miles of hearing that behind me.
Yeah, right. That's why you ran off the wall.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go.
All right.
But I did that. They're now making, at least for women, the New York City version in wide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's. I wonder if it might make it the men's version New York City and wide. But
So, did your feet hurt after the race running in the normal width?
my feet hurt in that
He ran a marathon.
they're really soft. So I pronate a little bit, and like my ankles and my feet were kind of going in. Especially the road was cambered really bad.
Okay, yeah. That's
But
annoying.
I was probably so like blacked out, tired, and dead that I didn't really notice too
But
much.
like, so why do you, here's what I don't want to know. Why do you need a wide foot shoe?
So
Like,
I think
as
that
opposed to that version.
I think that shoe is accommodating enough. I think that there could be a little bit more to it.
Okay.
That would make it better because during our runs, during the hot weather, when your feet swell and everything like that, I was definitely noticing pain around, like 16, 17. I think the Sky, the Metaspeed Sky, I'm loving for pretty much half a marathon and down. So that would be my racing 5K, 10K shoe.
And you like the endorphin speed, right?
Yeah.
Regular width.
Right, yeah. I mean, these are just accommodating enough. I'm not sure why. I think that with these stripped down super shoes, they don't have all the overlays to them and stuff like that. So not something, for example, some of the ASICS shoes where it's kind of, there's no give at all right in the midfoot.
Did you try on this craft shoe?
Yeah. This is, I am shocked at how, I guess, the upper, it's big.
Yeah.
I think that you guys, to be honest, probably without even knowing your review, had a little bit of issue with this.
Yeah.
This is like almost a wider Hyperion Elite 2. Which
it's crazy.
It's a sack of potatoes.
I'm kind of excited to try it.
All right. So, just a little disclosure. I wore these. I reviewed them. I did the review with Robbie.
We should say what they are because
It's a Craft CTM Ultra Rebel Race.
close. Ultra Carbon Race Rebel.
8 words if you do the CTM really means Craft Tailored Motion.
Yeah.
There's no need for a shoe to be named this long, but
It's
we did our review. You'll be able to see it on YouTube soon. I won't spoil it for you, but I am fine, I tell you, giving Jarrett my pair to go try for the wide foot fam.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the design of the shoe. Like, I like a lot of stuff Kraft does. I definitely had.
Especially if you like the Hyperion Elite.
Yeah, the cut of the midsole is very similar to
It's like the same mold.
Hyperion Elite, too. And I actually didn't hate the ride of this. I know you didn't like it, but
It seems like it's going to be almost a more stable option in terms of you're used to the super bouncy, super soft, squishy shoe, but it seems like it's just going to roll firmer.
I'm excited to see once you get your foot in it and you go for a few runs. I'm excited to see what you think of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to bias you at all.
I want to know if this was designed and developed with Tommy Rivs. Does he have a wider foot?
Oh,
It's possible. Tommy, let's talk.
Yeah, new wide foot reviewer, Tommy Rivs.
All right. Do we get a sneak peek of the Under Armour prototype being running this weekend? And your thoughts? Is UA going to finally make their break into the legit running shoes? This is from Dan.
Dan, you're not going to get a sneak peek tonight. We have the shoe. I have a version that's before the version that he'll be running in this weekend. And there's another version after the version that he's wearing this weekend. I do feel the shoe is at least equal with it's part of the conversation. If we talk about the shoes that are out there that you would choose for running a marathon, I think they have a shoe that's up there. The problem I think that Under Armour has is while they're going to have a good marathon racer, and I think they're going to have a good track spike, they don't have the daily trainer. They don't have the support shoes underneath of it right now.
And like someone who we felt did a really good job with this was Puma, where they just were like, here's one of each, kind of the same technologies, but like tweaking it a little bit, and it was a pretty solid shoe. It's not the best, but not the worst.
We were surprised that they. So in the past, when Puma was trying to put out shoes, they put out one or two, and it was like the Foss collection or whatever, and you had kind of like a little variant, but they didn't have an entire line. What I think we were so impressed with in 2020 with Puma was they did have a shoe in pretty much every category that was wearable. Now we were like surprised. We're like, hey, great job, guys. Now we're starting to get a little more.
The pressure's on.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little more.
We know what they can do.
Yeah.
Now,
Just gotta step it up.
yeah. I wish that their line was a little bit more different visually for each shoe, though.
Yeah,
Because
they
I
kind of
could
need to
not
break up
tell
the
you-
colors.
Or
and
at
stuff.
least like I know they break it up after the initial release, but
They
like,
don't
Yeah.
even break it up that much. Like you get a black version, the orange version.
they have those white versions with the line that look kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, here's a weird thing though. They gave me the DV8 Elite Nitro, the one that, or Nitro Elite. That's the Molly
The
Seidel
Spectra,
race shoe.
yeah.
So they gave me a white pair, and then they sent me a pair of the Olympic ones with the Olympic stripe colors in it.
Yeah.
The Spectra.
But it
Well, that's
like
technically
if you look at them, well, unless you license Olympic, you can't.
No, I was saying the Spectra thing is just the rainbow one. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you look at them, they look pretty similar, and there's not much of a change.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to talk to them and be like, look, let's mess around with some colors. Let's play.
Yeah.
Kind of just bringing it back again to that Under Armour. How's prep going for the upcoming 3 marathons under 2:30 project? This is from Cody.
Cody, it's gonna be crazy.
Cody Jet.
Yeah, we're going.
It's Cody Jet, yeah.
Yeah, we're going. It's gonna be nuts. We're starting here in Baltimore. We hop on a plane as soon as the marathon's over, pretty much. Head over to Chicago. Get set up in Chicago. Have bikes rented. We have a crew out there. We're gonna be running around Chicago trying to get it. As soon as Chicago's over, we hop on a flight to Boston. We're gonna be at Boston. Luckily, we were able to get some press passes and media passes that will put us in some good spots. But this is going to be a whirlwind. You guys are going to want to follow along just to see us trying to keep up with travel and
I wouldn't be
that kind of
following
stuff.
along.
I'm kind of sad I'm not going to be there.
You want to change your plans?
Not really.
Can I grow a mustache?
No, but I'll be there for Baltimore. I'll be running around doing my thing.
I mean, you're there in spirit. You're
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I'll
can
be
grow a
there for
mustache and
team.
pretend to be Robbie.
You could.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Right now, he can go like this.
If I just squeeze really hard.
Like a Play-Doh kit.
Yeah.
I probably already know the answer to this one, but Trevor is asking, what's the shoe you guys reach for on those days after workouts or race when your legs are just beat to hell?
I mean, I know. I mean, Decker. Well, like, give me like just a running shoe or a regular shoe. 'Cause
He
I'm
said
going-
just anything for recovery for
Okay.
feet.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Recovery, I'm just going to wear my Deckers. Like, I wear my Deckers sandals, my Deckers shoes. Like,
Yeah, we've been decked out by Deckers.
it's the best life.
Do you,
I'm so curious.
Okay, you
All
know
you
what?
do is talk about Deckers.
I actually, you know what? I have a box of Deckers downstairs. I will not be able to wear all of them. If one of them fits you, I'll let you take
I'm
it.
so curious.
But they really do a nice job of hooking us up with their product. It's built for comfort. That's the only mission it seems to be.
It's insane.
In
like,
the shoes,
it's
and they're
the
just-
most comfortable stuff ever. And
Yeah.
we've even put out reviews where I'm like, they're gonna think people are gonna think this is an infomercial and not a review. But I'm like, it's literally everything they make. Is the
I've
most
seen
comfortable.
you guys wearing it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's just hey, write this, done, throw the shoe out.
And it's like really good quality, like excellent.
They
quality,
last
too.
long. Like they last longer than you're gonna want them to.
Now, if he's
But like
talking
one of my
running-
favorites is that boot that I got that we put in the holiday collection last
The
year.
cozy boot.
Like we got all that new stuff and there's no cozy boot in there. I love that thing,
The-
and it's the only one that I've messed up because the collar kind of folds down a little bit.
Yeah, it's
But
beautiful.
It's a bizarre looking thing. All the shoes look crazy. Like
Yeah, I do.
it's weird because I look at them when they come out of the box. I'm like, this is ugly as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put them on and you start wearing them and you're like, they're so comfortable.
You're just
You wear 'em. And if you saw the picture of me wearing the Roark pants with the camo, I'm wearing their furry sandals, and it wasn't like planned. I just happened to be wearing them that day, and then we did the photos for the Roark stuff, And I was just like, I don't care. And someone gave the a comment there like those are ridiculous. And I said ridiculously comfortable.
Exactly.
So if he was talking recovery shoes though, like for running,
No, he wasn't. Could you read the question?
Was
for,
it talking?
I don't know what he was talking. What
We
did he
can
clarify?
just say recovery shoes for running. What do you wear?
I'm going either the Glide Ride 2 or More 3.
Oh, that's the one.
Mm.
More. If
that was more 3 is what I was in my head. Yeah.
yeah, more. Like when my legs are beat up and I just want a little cruiser of a run, the More 3 is going to be the one. I guess.
I'm still going Skechers Max Road for every single damn
Even-
run
dude.
out there.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the problem with the Skechers Max Road is that it's light enough and fast enough that
You want to go fast.
Yeah, you're gonna pick
Yeah.
up the pace. Like the More 3 is, you can pick up the pace in it, but it's just if you get into a rhythm and a nice smooth recovery run type of situation, it feels great.
Yeah.
The other one, I'm gonna throw out that's a little weird, is the Asics Kinsei.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. That actually is a really comfortable shoe.
Right?
Yeah.
Mine just smells bad. That's why I don't wear it anymore.
It smells
Does
so
reeks.
does
bad.
retain sweat.
You smelled it?
You had it on the table
Yeah.
last time. It's like burned in my head.
Yeah, it smelled like someone ate a cheesesteak in it.
I mean, cheesesteak.
A
does
bad
sound good.
cheesesteak.
All right, this one is from Shannon. She goes, "What? Hey dudes, Jarrett with the meaty wide foot. Did you run in the Torn 5s? Ultra ruined them."
Oh, did they? Because they
Really?
never sent them to us. We asked for them like this whole year. I asked them like 3 times for the Torrent.
So I'm
They're
kind of
just quiet
curious,
in general.
though, that now
It's weird.
is
there you
Torn
go.
one of the ones that now comes in wide? Because if that's the case, that might be what you want to look at. I know Ultra. I see.
Wait, I got a follow up question, Shannon.
Okay.
Why did you feel they were ruined, Shannon?
Yeah.
I assume it's because they made it a little too narrow.
I don't
That's
know, but
gotta be.
the 4.5 was honestly one of my sleeper picks for like one of the
Yeah.
best shoes of last year.
Remember Torn Plush?
That's what I mean. The 4.5.
Well, they took
that
away the
the-
plush.
I like the plush.
In the 4, they had the plush
plush
and the
and the
regular.
regular.
Then they just went to the plush
Yeah.
for the 4.5, and that was like one
Comfort.
of my favorite shoes of last
Mhm.
year.
It's a good shoe, but I crave a little bit of drop.
Yeah,
I get it because it sucks for us because whenever we're testing shoes and
You
you,
go
try to
from-
run a Touring,
You go from 10 millimeter Nike to
But that
Zero.
would have been a great recovery day shoe for sure.
yeah, that's a good shoe.
yeah. It doesn't have the cush that the More 3 has. So
All right, I think we may already know the answer to this one too, but Isaac is asking, any favorite minimalist shoes?
Well, we're not minimalist runners, but I will say we do have a review coming out this week or next week for the Topo Flylight 4, which is definitely a minimal shoe. And I will say, like, Topo Athletic, they do a great job with, like, the lower drop, minimal type stuff. They range between 0 and 5 millimeter drop, but I actually started. I'm not a minimal, like, none of us are really minimal runners.
I was gonna say the most minimal I'm gonna go is a Trail.
Yeah.
that's
I
what
feel
I
like
was
would it be the Fresh Foam Tempo? That seemed like a really low to the
I
Like-
didn't like the
like-
tempo.
Like, true minimal, like
Yeah.
that Flylight 4 is true minimal because I took, like, I was doing one of my longer marathon weeks, like 55 miles, and I tried to take the Topo Flylight 4 out, and I was like,
This
this
beat
is
me
too
up.
minimal.
Yeah.
For, I did like a mile and turned around. But it's a good shoe, though. They have a great, like, Topo has a really nice lockdown. They do a good job. It has that wider foot thing.
The most minimal shoe that I love that I ran in a marathon in is probably the lowest I want to go for minimal, and it's not minimal. It's the Streak 6, Nike Streak 6.
We're not minimal people. It's
Shannon responded. Shannon said, "The fit of the midfoot is too narrow. The toe box is not what it was. I love the Torn 4, not 4.5 plush. By the way,
What?
move to Topo for the box."
So you,
Yeah, so she needs a wider
Shannon
toe
has a
box.
wider
Okay.
toe box.
Yeah.
She got a Barney Rubble foot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder if Ultra now makes actual wide versions and regular versions because they I think, realized that they started going the direction of narrowing it down a little bit.
Well, ever since they've been bought out by BFC,
I was gonna say, do people know that they're owned by the same company that owns North Face?
yeah, probably not a lot of people.
Yeah, and so Vanity Fair bought them, and I think that this is just my guess. I don't have any insider information here, but I feel like they're gonna move more towards commercial success versus
100%.
what they were before, which was like, hey, we're serving.
I mean, we've seen this coming for the last 3 years, where their toe box is starting to become more streamlined of a shoe, and like it makes sense because they're serving a niche audience with a wider toe box. So like,
Who do we know?
the clown-looking shoes.
I think Todd, who's at Puma, I might be wrong about this, but I think he was at Altra, and now he's at Puma.
I don't know. But like, clearly they were
an
going.
option that comes in wide.
Yeah.
So I mean, that might be the version you need to try.
And by the way, if you want someone to do research for you during the day who's clearly got lots of time on his hands,
Just hit
it's Jared.
Jared Weisberg on Instagram.
Like, we're working hard, and we'll start getting texts from Jared, and it'll be
I'm like, hey guys, talk to me, please.
it'll be like, hey, did you guys see this on the Israeli New Balance site? And we're like, no, why would we be searching the Israeli New Balance site?
It's crazy.
You know, there's stuff out there.
Oh, someone asked about the glasses. We're not going to sell these, but maybe if you send a very friendly email to info@believeintherun.com and order some other gear, we'll throw in a glass with it.
Maybe, or I think if you spend over $250 on the site.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or if you just come to one of our events, you can literally just have one.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam is asking.
Oh, they asked on Instagram, so they didn't hear that. But go ahead.
Adam is asking, what's the race you want to do that is not a marathon? Any races like that?
Like
I have a run that I want to do. It's not a race, but it's a run.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought you had a race that you wanted to do that I wanted to do, and I'm gonna say I am ready to I'll put it down right here.
Oh.
Sub 25K in 2022. Is it 2021?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2022. Here's the thing, you gotta understand, I know a lot of you guys are like sub 20, that's easy. But you're not as old as me. So when you're old, sub 20 sounds pretty appealing. Jarrett, you with me?
I want that. I do want it.
So,
I think it's one of those mental barrier things that I want to get by.
What's like an actual location race? Like what's your bucket list race?
Oh, next year I want to do London. I want to do New York. But those are both marathons.
Those are marathons.
He said not
and they're
marathons.
major
Falmouth.
Falmouth. I want to go back.
I want to go
Falmouth
back
so
to
bad.
Falmouth.
But you've already done it.
Yeah, but it was awesome.
I mean, it's an amazing race. It should be on your
I want to.
list.
Here's the thing.
Mac, don't send us back.
No.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's one that you haven't run that you really would love to, that someday you would have loved to run?
Comrades.
Oh, okay.
Which is not a marathon, it's an ultra.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do that. I signed up for it a few years back. I got accepted. I purchased hotels, did the flights, and broke my foot. And I lost $3,000 in hotel fees and flights and all that stuff.
Now you're a travel insurance.
So I've been a little hesitant to sign up again. But that's one. But no, look, here's the thing. I just like running where my friends are. So whenever we do a destination race in the Fast Best, like Wineglass last weekend, or even when we did the Charleston Marathon, going with friends is the best.
It really makes it makes it so much better.
You know, when you, it's one thing you go someplace and you perform well and you do great. It's another thing when you go someplace, you race with your friends, you drink and have a good time. I mean, we had after Falmouth, we were
one of the best.
Yeah, we got pretty hammered. But one of the best things was the police escort on the way home.
That's not. Okay, that's I will say, if the one race I would love to do is the Pikes Peak Marathon. That's marathon.
Yeah.
No, it's not a marathon though.
It isn't?
It is. I thought it is.
I don't think it's 26.2 miles.
I think it is. I think it's 13.
No, it's 10 miles.
No.
Could you look that up?
No, it is, because Seth James Moore did it in like a ridiculous time. It's like 3 hours or something.
Who's
it's
that?
not. It's not a marathon. It's not a race. I want to do so bad rim to rim.
That's
Oh.
the other one.
Yeah,
That's but it's
Wait,
not a race.
do you want to do rim to rim to rim or rim to rim?
Just
I'll try it.
See, I
No,
did.
We
I
gotta
did.
do all three.
I was supposed to do rim to rim to rim, but I did rim to rim.
If we have
And
like
I'll
a
tell
year
you what,
to
you
plan,
don't want to do rim to rim because then you're stuck on the other side.
Yeah,
you
but
want to come
if
back.
we have like a year to plan and we know what's happening, I'll train for that. But I want to do that's like the number
Okay,
one.
I'll tell you right now. That's what we want to do. We can make that happen.
Yeah,
I kind of want to do the Peachtree, like the Atlanta Peachtree
Oh.
10K. Is it the 10K?
Yeah,
it's always
that's a
hot.
big race,
The one
too.
that's around 4th of July.
Yeah, but it's like the biggest one in the country.
Yeah, it's like
That'd
10,000 people or
be
something.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
dude. Otherwise, it's the
Right.
the majors.
I say that we put a list together
All right.
and we decide we
Dig.
all do it together.
Yeah. Bucket list.
I kind of want to do the rim to rim to rim with you guys. I think that would be
That would-
I
epic.
would
be-
love to remember.
Well, it's
Yeah.
going to be really hard
We
for
need
you,
to
Brandon, because you're going to have to carry a camera.
Of course I'm gonna GoPro on that one.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go rim to
Get,
rim
like,
to rim
7
with like
GoPros
a
and just tape
backpack
them
and
to your
cameras.
body.
I can GoPro with like a little ultra bag.
Yeah, he'll run up ahead, put the GoPro on a rock, and then run back to us, and then run up.
He's gonna
We're
do-
gonna do
yeah.
we're gonna do rim to rim to rim to rim.
Yeah.
Why does his rim to rim to rim say 65 miles?
That's like an hour back.
Oh, we got.
Okay.
Speaking of teams going to races, Believe in the Run Speed Project team take on the East Coast or take on the coast.
I would do that.
You ever
Is
do
there
the Speed Project?
is there an East Coast Speed project?
No,
No,
he's
there's not.
saying East Coast would take on Speed
Oh,
Project
yeah.
on the West Coast.
Yes, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'd
be-
Get in the
it-
RV.
We wouldn't be the fastest, but I think we'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We do have Meg, who could crack out some
we
fast
have all
miles.
the
Oh, you know
recovery
what?
stuff
I
to do
think.
it.
No, we did
No,
Megan
Meg-
Brandon.
Oh, I forgot about Brandon's speed.
Dude, we got Aldrin in.
No, and I'm thinking Feathers.
Featherston and Aldrin.
No, I
You
think
would be so losers.
No,
Well,
Megan
you'd be a
could do
little
better.
less loser than me.
No, we just be driving and drinking and driving. Not the same. Just drink. One person's drinking.
You know what we
We
should
would
do?
hire someone to drive while we drink.
Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. Why don't we do Speed Project with Believe in the Run? We get Meg. How many people need to be on the team?
I think it's a 6-person team.
Okay,
Can
you,
it not be more?
you're in.
All right.
Robbie, myself,
Sure.
Megan, Meg Featherston,
And
Aldrin. Yeah, of
Dude,
course,
it's
Jared.
okay.
Yeah, I
I'd
told-
find the
He could
van.
be the all-time driver.
Yeah, no, Jared's in.
I'd
find
no,
the van.
Jared is in. He's in because I promised him we'd be best friends forever
Yeah.
if we ran one
You
class.
promised.
You made a promise during the race that you'd be best friends for life.
Forever. We exchanged blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
But having people there at the race, it makes it. I mean, seeing the faster bastards at the finish line.
Yeah, when we
and-
came
and
down,
flying down.
when we came down that last street and you heard people cheering your name.
That's what got me. That's what got me.
Here's what's funny. So, I was giving it everything I had towards the end, and I picked up the pace from like 7 something to 7:11 for that final sprint. This dude ran like a 6:10
Georgie.
for
Okay.
the final sprint.
6:10?
Dude, I'm
Like-
telling you, I saw before the turn. I
Dang,
saw Omar and Dave.
He went
they
from
were
like a
screaming-
9-minute mile to 6:10.
Dude, I looked at my watch. I was like, I have 3 minutes. Let's go. And then I was like, I didn't know where the
Dude,
turn
that's
was.
amazing.
And
Well-
then it felt like I had asthma afterwards though. I could
Oh yeah,
not,
it was weird.
I couldn't
went,
breathe.
I went to him at the finish line, and I was a little emotional, and so I'm like teared up a little bit. And I'm giving him a hug, and he's like, and I thought he was crying too. I was like, it's okay. And he's like, I can't breathe.
You're like trying to give him a hug.
It was like I couldn't.
Dude, that's kind of cool.
But I saw the bastards like they were kind of in the like.
So
I saw,
let's tell people like you had a goal. You're going into the race. Your goal was to run sub 340.
Sub 340.
And then you didn't believe in yourself, and we were like, no, you can go faster. And you were like, okay. And secretly in your heart, you wanted to go sub 330.
Yeah.
And what'd you end up with?
329 like 50.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's why
my
I was.
boy.
That's why I was like, I gotta go. I gotta because
That's amazing.
It was so much.
You're right there. Wow.
That is wild though? Like when you
How that
when
works.
you need to dig it up, like you can do it.
Yeah, It's like these.
You could just get.
It's like after 60 minutes of a basketball game. How is the score by 1 point? Right? You're like,
yeah.
That's just how that works.
That's a good analogy.
Interesting. Okay. When's the next Believe in the Run event? January Grit?
Oh,
Not really.
wait. Is that what you're just showing me? No. Okay. Someone texted us about grit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Super weird.
There will be a winter grit,
There will, for sure, 100%.
and it will be with ASICS, our partner for grit. So we're pretty excited about that. It's going to have some really cool swag this time. Again.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've done a really good job with swag.
Dude, I wore that sweatshirt and someone was like, "Can we buy it?"
Yeah, it was funny because you know the double dip sweatshirt? He was
Yeah.
wearing it in a picture, and someone was like, "How do I get that?"
Oh, yeah. I
I'm
saw
like,
that.
sorry.
Hoodies. Everyone loves
Small in the
hoodies.
box of it.
Yeah.
We're actually thinking crew neck for a winter. You like a hoodie over crew neck?
Yeah. Kidding me?
I feel like everyone has too many hoodies. It's like,
Yeah, but
I don't know. Crew necks are.
I don't know. You can
All right,
just
you
kinda-
know what? Maybe we put that
By the
out
way-
to our audience.
I ran that same race, which is weird. I didn't know you at
Oh
the time.
no! If it was like a
Yeah.
What he's wearing, that North Face hoodie.
It's a good hoodie, right?
It actually is really nice.
See?
That's one of the best hood race swag things.
Uh-huh.
items
Look at
I've
Really?
that
Because when
hoodie.
I ran the, which one was that?
DC Endurance.
I did the 50 mile
Yeah.
race, and they gave me a T-shirt.
Really?
I actually have done a few of these, and I've had T-shirts and like long sleeves and hoodies. So I don't know how they
I
decide.
have held on to my T-shirt because it's kind of cool. They screen printed it for you. there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I always
Just
love
like
that. I
at
love
the opening thing with
I know.
ASICS.
I love it. I love a screen print.
Custom made
Yeah, when you're doing a
T-shirt
screen
just
print
for
for it,
Thomas.
Yeah.
Anyways, any other questions out there?
what non-plated shoe would you pick for any race?
Rebel. That's plated, you fool.
Does it count though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
plated.
yeah, yeah.
They just said
Nylon
plated.
plastic.
Nylon.
They didn't say what non-plated shoe would you use.
They didn't say non-carbon plated.
Yeah.
They said non-plated.
If it depends what distance, of course.
Rebel V2.
For a shorter race
If
or
I was,
marathon?
if they're like non-plated shoe, you got to race in Rebel
Not a
V2.
marathon. It's a little too unstable.
They didn't say the distance, fool.
Okay, well I'm just saying hypothetically.
Okay, so for a marathon, what would you wear?
non-plated.
I already know my answer.
I'm
Oh,
I'm going
yours is plated.
Oh, I know what he's
Yours
doing.
is
no,
plated.
it
Look at them all. Hey, wait, you got to see this shit-eating grin that was over here. He was like, I already know my answer.
He's got a freaking H.
And I knew exactly
It has
what
an
it is.
H plate.
It's a plate. It's plated.
Skechers Max Road him.
You know what? The Razor is
Max
also...
Road 4 doesn't have a plate.
the Razor also would be a good... the Skechers Razor. I'm interested to see... I know it's only for 5K, 10K, but the Streak Fly... I'd be interested to see that.
You know what? And you saw someone wearing this past weekend. That is a kind of a sleeper pick. The Brooks Aurora.
Oh.
Yeah, we did. I did see.
I'm
someone
trying to
wearing
think. That
at the
doesn't
finish
have
line.
any kind of plate in it, does it?
No.
But for a
I did, and you know what? Okay, so I came in in 327. You came in 329, and I swear there was a dude who probably came in 333 wearing the Brooks Aurora BL.
He
I
was
believe
there eating when we were just.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's how I,
I
kind of
mean,
was guessing his
it's
time.
a good shoe. Like it's a max cushion, but super light. It's like 8.5 ounces or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other
Not a
fat
bad
shoes you
marathon
feel
shoe.
kind of fast. You know what? Nova Blast, too, would also work.
Did the original Zoom Fly not have a plate
It did have a. I think it had a plastic plate.
in the first?
Yeah.
First version.
Yeah. Non-plated. What else do I love? I do. I mean, I warmed up in the Pegasus. I like the Pegasus. I'm trying to think
I
of
guess
what
it also
other
depends
shoes.
like what you're going for.
What's a tempo that's like not plated?
The Rebel. I
Yeah.
think you have other tempo shoes. Like you can't go with the Nike Tempo because even though it's not plated, I consider it plated because it has. I guess it is plated.
What the tempo?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean
yeah,
it's got a
so
plastic plate.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a pretty good roundup.
I would just to recover the Razor.
Razor.
Would go the Skechers Razor, the Rebel V2, I would say you got to throw back in that Puma shoe, the Liberate.
I mean, but you could go like a little bit. What's the velocity?
You go Velocity.
That's actually not a bad idea. Although it has that, I don't think you consider it a plate. It has that little like
Wedge?
stabilizing wedge.
No, that, I wouldn't.
Around the heel?
I wouldn't consider that a plate.
How far does it go into it?
I'm trying to think.
Is there a socket shoe I'm missing? I don't think so.
The
No.
endorphin line is.
Yeah, it's all plated. Yeah.
Except the
You won't wear the shift.
Mm.
I feel like there's one that we're missing.
Just go down your brands.
I was thinking Adidas, but not at the bottom.
You know what?
I don't know.
I'm gonna throw the Atreyu in the mix.
Wow.
It's a fast feeling
For a
light
marathon
shoe.
Like the artist?
For marathon?
I think you could
The
probably.
artist has a plate.
The artist has a plate.
Oh, the artist
Yeah.
is like
Yeah, you get more Baltimore.
Baseball
Look, it's the safest city.
We should do a
You don't
siren.
have to
We
worry
should do a
about
siren count
alert.
on the like a live
Yeah,
siren
what-
count.
What you have to understand is the fire station
It's
is
like
two blocks from our
Yeah.
our office here.
And apparently they have 1,000 fire trucks.
Yeah,
How do you not run out of fire trucks?
I think the Aurora BL is a great choice just because. And then there's got to
What
be a
is the
Hoka. What about the
Hyperion
Mach
tempo?
4?
I have a question. The tempo.
The Mach 4?
That's what I'm forgetting. Yeah.
Carbon X2
And
has
if you're
a
just
plate.
busting it out for a marathon, like and you're not trying to get a billion miles, like you can't go wrong with any Hoka shoe, really.
Megan ran one of her fastest marathons in the Clifton.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if you're fast, you're gonna be fast in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I need
Featherstone-
all the help
yeah,
I can
right?
get. Yeah, Megan, that's a plated shoe, by the way.
It is?
Yeah, it's
What-
a Mizuno. It's got the wave plate.
Ah, yeah.
But
where does
yeah,
that
Megan
plate go? Like
Featherston.
there? How far?
No, it goes all the way to the front. Megan ran in a Mizuno shoe. She's got she's got crazy feet. A Mizuno, like regular daily trainer with an orthotic in it, and she went sub 3 hours.
Yeah,
I mean,
so don't think you need this
You don't.
$300 shoe.
I do. I don't. There's no way I run a 327 without
That's
those
up
alpha
here.
flies.
That's up here.
No, those alpha
With
flies
your
bounce.
$3,000 hat.
I rode the bounce all the way in.
You're saying Mach 4? Yeah, it's probably
Mach 4 is in there, I would say.
Boston.
I couldn't do the
Doesn't the
Boston.
Boston have,
I
like,
think
the
people love it
things?
for the marathon, but
Does it
no.
have rods in it?
No, the Boss. He's not talking about the new Boss.
It does have the new
and
Boston does have rods. but
plastic
it's
rods.
plastic
Hey,
rods.
by the way, we saw the Tin Man Elite version. Someone had that.
Yeah,
It looked nice. I liked it.
I got it.
It's a little classy with the
Thank
gold.
it's okay. Do you know Nike has one coming out in a gold, black and gold pack that looks identical?
I don't.
Yeah,
I do not.
yeah.
I did not know.
We are at 6:03 right now. We can keep moving, or what do you want to do?
I'm fine to finish my
We can
beers.
do like a little bit longer. If there's questions, we can.
Yeah. Sure. Where does the DV8 Nitro Elite fit in the super shoe hierarchy? Why don't you just go through the one?
It's
through-
tier 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
Definitely
tier
tier 2.
one?
Tier 1 is your Alpha Fly, Vaporfly, Metaspeed Sky, RC Elite 2. I want to move the Pro Plus up into that,
I mean,
but I think that's a tough call.
I would, but it's yeah.
It's on the edge.
Would you, with that a one-time release only, it's gone pretty much?
The Pro I would put in tier 2.
The regular Pro I put in tier 2, but the weight difference, I don't know what it is about the Pro Plus. I just really like that shoe. And then everything else is down a tier. So like Hyperion Elite 2, second tier. The original RC Elite down. I think the original RC Elite is very similar to the Puma DV8 Elite. Like those feel very similar.
The RC Elite 1 had those little the nubs on it, and those were like knives on the shoe. Where if your form wasn't perfect, because they kind of stuck out a little, and if you swiped your
Speaking of-
ankle, I was bleeding after one of my runs.
Speaking of knives, the On Cloud Boom Echo tier 3 is our.
I haven't running them yet because I got them right before the marathon. So we have two people. You got Brandon, who actually liked it. Young legs, fresh legs, doesn't mind a little
Firm
blood.
feet.
And then You tell him
Oh,
Matthew
so Matt,
Kaczarski.
yeah, our other reviewer, Matt Kaczarski, who's does a lot of trails, but is also like pretty fast on the roads.
He's strong.
Yeah, strong
He's a
dude.
good athlete.
And he got went out for one run in the Cloud Boom Echoes, blister on his Achilles or heel, sliced his leg open from the carbon plate on the side.
Jeez.
Exposed carbon plate, I guess.
Was like, this feels like a wooden board.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For $275, do I want those three things, or the chance of those three things? Probably not.
Yet again, Brandon loved that
But
bike.
Brandon,
He will tell you, watch the video, don't run on trails in them.
did you love it, or were you like, oh, this is fine?
I like the shoe for distances like 5K and under.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, wait, let me ask you another
I'm not
question.
against that.
You didn't try the Cloud Boom, the first one.
No.
Okay, I did the Cloud Boom, the first one, and I actually didn't think it was that bad of a shoe, but it is definitely for short distance. I actually did a 5K time trial on it. I felt like it was good, but then I put on regular shoes and I was like, wow.
Because
Have you, Brandon, of the super shoes, which ones have you tried? Besides
I've tried
Metaspeed Sky.
the Metaspeed, the Endorphin Pro, and the Echo.
And where would that rank in there?
I mean, it depends on the distance. So it changes on the distance.
With a 5K, you'd go the
With a
Cloud
5K
Boom
with a
over
5K
the Sky?
With a 5K, I'm probably going Cloud Boom.
Really?
Or I'm going mile to 5K, definitely the mile, I'm going Cloud Boom. 100%.
Okay, I mean,
But if I'm going marathon, it's
Whoa.
Metaspeed all the time.
yeah.
You want a
that makes
miler
sense.
shoe?
Think about it. I ran 5Ks all the time with track spikes, with and I like that feeling more.
That's
if
true.
I'm
I've
on
never
track
put on
for
a track
5K or
spike.
something.
Yeah.
You're like on a
I
track
haven't.
100%.
Right.
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You want a super firm, fast shoe. Like, it's not.
Especially if it's for like cornering
Right.
and stuff, because like you're gonna get a better corner.
See, I would think the high stack
But here's
and
the
that
thing-
Cloud
here's the
Boom
thing,
Echo
though.
would be difficult for that.
for cornering.
See, with our shoes,
This is
with our
my-
bouncy shoes,
This is my issue with the on.
I'll
Cloud,
play 'em.
this is my issue with the on Cloud Boom Echo, is that the marketing like projects it as in the same realm as Alpha Fly, Arceli. It's a $275 race day shoe, and it's not that. Like, it's not a marathon shoe. It's
a
not
different-
that
yeah,
shoe.
They need to advertise it.
Which
I
is
gotta
which
try
is
it.
fine if it's meant for 5K and under, and you want to like want to pay $275.
Yeah, but that's.
for it.
I think that the thing is, if you look at the people that are running 5Ks and you look at the people and this was something that surprised me about Yeppy, the people. It seems like as you get older, you move to longer distances, and you want every
Right.
advantage you can get in the longer distance. And I think that's where the shoes like the Vaporfly, the Alpha Fly, at least for me, you get the advantage of that soft cushion with the bounce
saves
for
your
long
legs.
distance, and you recover faster. Who's buying shoes for 5Ks?
I mean, I
that's
get it.
not
Like,
buying
you're
track
not-
spike type things.
Hey, but who knows? I've got a pair of Alpha Flies on the way that could totally change my.
I will tell you this: I don't. If your 5K had a lot of turns, you're not going to want to wear the Alpha
for
Fly.
sure.
If it's a straight out 5K, I'm hoping you feel the same way. I don't feel like anything comes close to the Alpha. I don't think in just the feeling and the way that you can dial in a pace and just it feels good. There's nothing that beats that.
I felt
I
feel
like
amazing.
I don't run a consistent pace well enough. I'm so like reactionary to like what the rest of the field is doing, whether they're slowing down or speeding up.
That might be, and I don't. I think that some people are jaded and they said, okay, why did Kipchoge run in the Vaporfly for Tokyo? And part of me feels like if you want to lock into a pace, and like he did for the world record, or I guess it's, how do you describe it? It's not the marathon world record, but the world record for sub 2.
Right.
He wore the Alpha Fly because you can lock into a place and it feels good, and you can just drill like he was
Okay.
going straight up and down.
I get it.
The Vaporfly is probably better for, and it's weird because the Vaporfly used to feel like such a high stack shoe, but now it's kind of like that's the racing shoe, like that's the racing shoe stack, and you can turn, you can, do the things that if you're in the front counter moves and
Unless you have
So,
crazy ass ankles like myself.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
wrap them up.
I feel terrible. That's why I like the Metaspeed Sky better, because it.
See, I think
I
that the
watched you roll
Vaporfly
your-
and the Metaspeed Sky feel very
Dude, I
similar.
watched you roll your ankle in the Vaporfly.
In the Metaspeed Sky.
No, the Vaporfly.
Did
When
you-
we did a
10
long
mile?
run.
Oh.
Oh, did I roll my ankle in there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem to matter what shoe he's wearing.
Well, the
for that.
Metaspeed Sky, I stepped on a rock in the middle of the road. That was a different story.
You were like,
only
rock,
rock. The
rock,
only
rock. Oh. You got another question?
If not,
We can end it.
no.
I mean, there's always questions,
No.
right?
Okay.
Did you want to talk about your Allbird trail shoe?
Oh, I mean, it's actually under embargo. But
Oh, don't
I'll just-
don't show them this.
I'll throw it out at the
Yeah.
end because no one's watching.
Yeah.
I do have an Allbirds trail shoe. It's under embargo until next week, but it's a
It's everything Allbirds are with a trail bottom.
it has a macaroni bottom.
The laces look so comfy.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a comfortable, like super comfortable shoe. Like, is it a good trail shoe? Maybe if you're walking on a 2-mile hike
Like
in
a
the county.
Okay.
Or
Say that
running.
you just bought some Lululemon pants.
Exactly.
And you wanted to take your Starbucks coffee for a nice trail walk.
Yeah.
Wait, a pumpkin
Pumpkin
cold
spice?
brew?
I mean, the thing is, it has a wool like you're not running real trails, but like, I don't hate the design of it.
No, I just
I
kinda
hate the
nice.
I hate the Cheerios. That's their kind of
I don't like
signature
the
thing.
I don't like the Cheerios.
The Cheerios with the fat laces just
I
don't do
like
it for me.
I don't like that either.
Dude, the macaroni outsole makes me hungry.
Now that you said macaroni, I am kind of getting hungry. I'm like, that bottom does look tasty.
Dude,
yeah.
Macaroni and cheese is an amazing meal that you can
Oh
just
my
You
God.
missed it. So after Wine Glass, we went to a
Wait,
restaurant
really?
that is famous for their macaroni and cheese, and you're gonna. This is insane. So we got the side portion, which was probably about this big, the size of a shoe.
I ate
And
like a third of it.
We could get
with
and
my
I,
burger, and I was dying.
I shared it with Megan, and we could only get like maybe half of it down. Trevor Fonts got the full.
Oh, I saw that picture,
size.
dude.
He ate the whole thing, which first off would probably
It's so
make
much
me
mac and
like
cheese.
kill me. And then later on, he got a hamburger and fries.
It was amazing. This was
So Trevor runs. He's in 500 something, high 500 day of like he hit 500 of
Run
the
streak.
Run streak.
in August, and he's still doing the run streak.
but not just
He
like
runs
1
huge-
mile at a time.
No, he does like 10
Yeah.
doubles
I think
every day.
I think he does like at least 13 miles a day.
Well, he's trying to get to 5,000 miles for the year.
Yeah. Anyway.
So he's got to get
Apparently,
that.
you got to eat a lot of mac and cheese at that
Dude,
point.
and I will tell you it was so rich and so cheesy
That's insane.
and so insane that like I was like hurting just a small amount I ate, and I had just run a marathon. This dude ate a bowl of it. Like when I would say a bowl, it was like
It was amazing to watch.
Like
it was
this big.
exciting. I loved it.
yeah. I think more people were more impressed than
But
ran
I
a
do
3:05
think-
marathon.
I do think mac and cheese is one of those dishes that you can just like throw some Old Bay on it, put a little bit of this and a little bit
No,
of
if
that.
it's like rich, you really.
No, I'm talking.
no,
I'm
he's
talking
just saying for
stovetop.
flavor.
I'm talking like if you're at home, you have
Oh.
Kraft mac and cheese. You can really church that up and make it real
I
good.
like to church it up. He's saying you can extend
can
it
zhuzh
and
it up.
make it fancy.
Exactly.
What I
All
did
right.
like about this mac and cheese, it had a very, very crusty
Oh, I love
top.
I love the crunch.
Yeah, like you did a thing and you had to kind of fold it over. And
Damn, dude.
I got the cheesesteak.
Yeah,
mac
Meg
and
was
cheese.
here, she'd
the
already
name of the
bought
place,
all.
Yeah.
this was in Wine Glass in Corning, New York. The name of the place is called Mooney's.
There you go, Mooney's. You're welcome.
So
Send us
go
the shit.
get yourself a big plate of mac and
Yeah.
cheese.
All
Try
right,
to eat
we
it,
should
let
be
us
done.
know.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we'll
Cool.
see you next November or next month.
This coming November.
That is
whatever.
both of those things.
All right, and I'm ending this.
You're right.